disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this live stream program are those of the speakers, guests, experts and/or hosts, and they do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent to hosts and page's policies position. The page cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this live stream program. Parental guidance. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Yan, good evening po. Good evening po. Welcome back to ISB Talk Show po. Woo! Yes! At naka-live ulit kami ngayon. Yes. Kumusta po kayo? Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat, sa inyong mga viewers na nasa kanilang tahanan o pinagtatrabahuan po. Ayan.
Good evening, Nelson, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to I Speak Talk Show. This is a platform where every person from different walks of life can share their life stories purposively to give inspirations, life lessons, and empowerment to many people out there during this challenging time of pandemic. No? Join with us tonight for the live interview with Shawntel, Nicole, Martinez, Nieto to talk about her journey in the most prestigious and coveted titles worldwide as she is officially part of 2022 Awardee of Forbes Under 30 for social impact. Yon, tag your friends, guys, like, subscribe, and share, and really follow the I Speak Talk Show and really share to your friends for us to be, all of us will be inspired.
Yan. Ano ba tong Forbes 30 under 30, bro? Ano ibig sabihin nun?
The goal of Forbes 30 under 30, Nelson, is really to feature those people under the age of 30 and those really making an impact, particularly for once, Miss Shawntel has been chosen for the category of social impact for those contributions, for the services in the society she has done. Yun yung mga categories na talagang pinipili. Very critical ang pagpili nila para at least they could really come up with the final 30 list of people who are really deserving to be featured under Forbes under 30. Yan.
Okay,
Those
so on
really
top of
people
that,
have made an impact in the society worldwide.
yes. On top of that, hindi to sa Forbes under 30, meron tayong Forbes under 30 Hall of Fame, mga Hall of Famers. Meron
Yes,
din
yes.
ditong Forbes Under 30 2022 sa Europe. Meron
Meron
din
din sa
silang
Asia.
sa North America at meron din sa Asia, which is nandun na belong si Miss Shawntel. Wow.
Yes, Shawntel has been blessed to be given with this kind of awards, and this award is serving as an inspiration to all the people also that also being so really wanting to serve many people in our society, really creating impact to them, being selfless services to everyone in the society. Yun. We are
Wow.
privileged, Nelson, no? Kasi for
Grabe.
tonight, we're able to have the opportunity to talk with Mission Tel
Yes.
about her experience on this recent award of Forbes Under 30.
Actually, ito yung second time niya na nag-guest sa atin, di ba?
Yes,
Last
the last
guest
year.
natin is like July 2021. Wow, no? Wow.
And during that year, she received the award of the Diana Award
Oh, Princess Diana
2021.
Awardee. Oh, galing, no? Grabe, ang daming mga awards itong babaeng to. Itong guest natin. Wow. Wag na natin patagalin, bro.
Sige, to give a brief background, brother, no, for
Yeah,
Shawntel Nieto. She
go.
is an executive director of One Cainta Food Program.
Wow.
This platform gave her the opportunity to be awarded as part of the 2022 30 Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia for Social Impact. So as we mentioned a while ago, brother, the Forbes
Mm-mm.
Under 30 list features trailblazers who are making an impact amidst the pandemic. So
Mm-mm.
Tel had helped launch One Cainta Food Program, which provided over 1.1 million food hampers to about 400,000 people in Luzon
Mm-mm.
since the beginning of the pandemic. She also co-founded the Society of Sustainability Practitioners to promote and support sustainability in the Philippines. She is also behind Sustainarumble podcast and Modular Education X, which which really having an impact in delivering food, water, electricity, disaster relief, supplementary education to over 500,000 people across
Mm-mm.
7 cities in the Philippines. As we
Mm-mm.
remember, she received also the Diana Awards last year and was one of the 25 Dalai Lama Fellows named in 2018. Before we'll call in our guest for tonight, let's watch this
Yes.
video.
Yes. Roll the clip, bro. Yan. Ipasok na natin si Miss Shawntel. Wow.
Welcome, Tel Martinez Nieto.
Yes. Welcome po sa SB Tokyo po. Yan.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello po.
Good evening,
Yes.
Tel. Wow. Thank you so
Wow.
much.
For the second time, no? Wow.
Thank you so
Walang
much,
kupas.
Tel.
Walang kakupas-kupas. Ang ganda ng guest natin. 1 year after, di ba? Ganun pa rin.
One of the most beautiful faces I've ever encountered in this
Yes.
world. Um, thank you, Mr. Chantel, for this opportunity na we could have an interview with you. Especially you have this recent award from Forbes Under 30. And yun, we will have this time to talk about that award. And also,
Yes.
kindly greet your families, your friends, and also a lot of people who's been watching with you or be watching with you after the show.
Yes, so of course, magsha-shoutout na kagad, no? But I just want to say that, this award, this honor, the recognition, it might have my name, but at the end of the day, I share this, and
Yeah.
I've earned this because of and with my family, of course, Dr. Jet and Dr. Nieto, my three brothers, Mike, Matt, and Lebron, as well as the rest of the team in Cainta. Of course, we have like our drivers, Kuya June, Mang Dani, Ate Drew, Ate Lala, Teacher Iman, like all of these people, Ate Sophie, um, Ate Marinette, Ate Christy, Kuya June again, marami Kuya June.
Dami
So
ano.
all of
Yeah.
these people I share the award with because they've been in this journey with us, with my entire family from the start. And I do hope we get to continue it together as well. So, binabati ko sila and I just want to put their names out there because, again, like I might be the guest in the show, but at the end of the day, this award, it takes a village to be able to do what we
Yeah.
do and to, I guess, to be recognized the way we are recognized today.
Wow.
Wow, napaka-humble pa rin, ano, napaka down to earth pa rin ni Miss Shawntel. Wow, no? Sige. Mag-uumpisa ako magtanong. Ito, sino ba talaga o ano talaga inspiration ni Miss Shawntel sa ganitong gawain po?
I would say that there's no one particular person or say model that I follow. There are a lot of different role models that I of course adhere to and seek to, I guess, um, get best practices and perspectives from.
Yeah.
But when it comes to why I do what I do, the answer has always been simple. I love being able to help and support people. I love being able to
Yeah.
use what I can and what I have to help people or to enable people to live better or at least to
Yeah.
live the life they want actually. They define what better is. I do not dictate that or do not judge. It's just really if they want to be able to do something, I want to help make that happen. And that's pretty much why I do what I do.
Wow. Mhm.
Wow.
Galing. Ah, sorry, still amazed pa rin ako sa mga answers mo and nakaka-starstruck talaga to be honest, Miss Shawntel, nakaka-starstruck talaga. Makaka-speechless eh. Pero grabe no, kasi with your kind of um uh, uh ano to, dedication, awards mo, grabe no. What's next for Miss Shawntel? Like for many years to come.
I guess for now, the focus really is on how we can continue the work that we do here in our One Cainta Food Program as well as in our other organizations. So it's about ensuring that the impact we create is actually the impact that needs to be
Yeah.
created and that
Mm.
our work is able to stand the test of time and perhaps even grow. Hopefully,
Oh.
within the next couple of years, we see these organizations become even bigger, more
Yeah.
structured, and more sustainable all throughout. And that really is the hope because I believe in what we do, I believe in why we do it, and hopefully we get to do more and more of it as time passes by.
Wow. Miss Untel, where did you learn a lot of that things that really have this mindset of the sustainability? And we observe that most of your platforms or even programs is really geared towards about the sustainability. Who are those? Where did you get that kind of mindset and inspirations?
When it comes to, I'll cut the question into two. So, when
Yeah.
it comes to the perspective that I have focused particularly on service, I would give a lot of credit to my parents. So they're both doctors, and growing up, this is the kind of, I guess, way of life and work that we've seen them model for us. So we've seen how they've used their profession to really help the underserved, to treat patients who might have otherwise not been treated because of a lack of funds to pay. And so I guess ever since I've always just tried to see how I can use what I have and what I can do to also be of service to others. Now, for the perspective I've obtained within the lens of sustainability, I'd say that this was more a result of me already being in this space. So I was trying to see how I can be of service to others. When we were in college, my friends and I, we started a social enterprise, and that pretty much plunged us into the space. And then while we were there, the university, so Ateneo, offered us a scholarship in sustainability management for masters. And so that's how I got into the field of sustainability. And I realized that there was so much more we could do on a systemic level if we use sustainability, or pretty much the triple bottom line as we call it. So people, so other people, marginalized or revered, all alike, the planet, of course, the environment, and profit, meaning economics, the economy, all that. If we try to find a way to balance all of these three together in and through everything we do, we might actually be able to create a better world for everyone involved. And
Mm.
so I started
Yeah.
to really see the potential there is in using this as a way to improve what we have all around the world. And so that's how I was able to slowly understand, learn, and also use the perspective of sustainability in and through my work.
Wow.
Wow.
Galing, no? Meron akong follow-up question. With regards to this, your dedication and your impact for sustainability, have you ever think to enter politics?
No, ilang beses na ako tinanong yan lately. And it's because I guess, actually I was speaking with someone yesterday, and they also
Mm-mm.
said na, the things that you do, they're not done by the average person, at least
Yeah.
not someone who isn't vested in the
Yeah.
field of politics. And I
Yeah.
was actually taken aback by that, because I feel as if it's pretty normal what I do. My
Mm-hmm.
family, we started what we do because the pandemic hit, and we understand that people were going to get hungry and people needed support, and we just wanted to see how we can be of help to other
Mm-hmm.
people, no? And it was very natural for us to do that and to try to see how we could use what we have to give what we can. And then
Mm-mm.
we just got to continue it, thankfully, through a lot of organizations and corporations who have been supporting us over the years. And so, natural natural lang yung ginagawa namin. Hindi po ako tumutulong para tumakbo. Hindi ko to
Mm-mm.
ginagawa para magtanim ng boto, no?
Mm-mm.
And so in my head, I was like, I don't think that that's the default. That I
Mm-mm.
honestly think that what I do, no, should be what the average person is doing. Because at the end
Mm-mm.
of the day, I think we all just want to be able to be of help and service to other people. Sometimes it's just finding out how we can do that. Like you guys host this podcast to serve as an inspiration to other people through sharing
Yes.
stories. And so I think
Yeah.
it's not necessarily about,
Agree.
like having some reason behind what you do. It's really
Yeah.
just because you
Yeah.
love doing it and you have
Yeah.
purpose in it. So I guess to cut the long story short, it's I have been asked that question, but the answer still remains that I'm not doing this for politics, and tumutulong lang talaga ako. Hindi ako tumatakbo,
Mm.
and I think
Mm.
it will remain that way for the foreseeable future. Because if I can do good work, even without a position, then I'm good with that.
Yeah.
That's very very powerful answer, ha. Kasi normally not everyone, not all, but sometimes if it's a common computation in calculus na, for example, you help someone, and then there is a certain election coming, then they will run for it. But Marlon and I saw it that you didn't run in this 2022 election. So yeah, that's an amazing
Wala naman po pangalan ko sa balota. So, alam niyo naman po na talagang tumutulong lang kami.
so we
And
admire you, Miss Shawntel, about that. So amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
I think the thing that I really see in Mission Tell is really the genuine kind of service to
Yeah.
people, regardless of whatever season it is. It can be uh, um, during elections or even beyond elections, whatever seasons
Mm-mm.
it is. Her consistency really to reach out to many people. That's something very evident in every in a daily thing, daily schedules he's been doing. Because at her age, because at her age, diba, she's supposed to be doing something else for herself,
Yeah.
diba, to really
Mm-mm.
focus and really something for herself. But we see someone as young as Shuntel doing something that is not usual at her age, and but
Mm.
really helping a lot of people, and it making an impact because on how parang mag-iisip ka, how did she really manage her schedule until in every day, kasi 'di ba sa
Actually,
daming
yan din yung tanong ko mamaya
'di
eh.
ba, how she manage her schedules,
Yeah.
how she prioritize things, do she still have time for herself, for something, other passions she's been doing, or this is really
Mm-mm.
the passion that she loves to do, diba? Or integrated lahat. So, Mission Tell, let's talk about the One Cainta Food Program. What's the
Mm-mm.
story behind this One Cainta Food Program?
And what is the ongoing process right now? Yeah.
So as I shared earlier, no, we started when the pandemic hit. So our first distributions, I think, were on the very first week of our lockdown. So back then, we thought it would only really last for a month. Apparently, it wasn't really going to last for a month. But we understood that there was a need to provide people with food and other necessities because we understood that a month at the very least without work meant a month without income and pay, and thus the ability perhaps to put sufficient food in one table. And so we rallied, my brothers, my parents, and I, we rallied to see how much support we can get from our friends, from our colleagues who might have donatable items or other goods that they might want to provide communities with. And so we started with about 2,000 face masks, 20 boxes of Choco World chocolate snacks, and 500 pieces of bread from Manila Catering. No? And then we just continued on from there. So we've had different corporations and organizations support us, whether it be corporations who would give us donatable items, restaurants like Lechon Factory, King Sisig, who
Wow.
would give us packed meals, or people, individuals, who would give us money for our general donor fund that we use to procure grocery kits. And last year, we had to also be strategic about how we do the work we do because, of course, donor fatigue is present and you can only ask for so much. And so, what we've tried to do is see how we can also be of better value to our partners. So, what we do now is we also offer the opportunity to um, obtain the corporation's excess overstock or inventory, meaning yung mga malapit na mag-expire, pwede na
Mm-mm.
namin kunin na lang. And because our asset is in our capability to distribute, we were able to distribute like 50,000 packs of chippy in half a day. So, sasabihin namin, sa
Wow.
amin na yan, kami na bahala, aabot yan sa tao, well documented lahat, ang hindi na kayo mamomroblema sa disposal costs nyo, meron
Yeah.
pa kayong tulong sa
Mm-mm.
tao, na syempre yung tao, may dagdag pagkain sa pang-araw-araw nila. So that's how we've been working and operating. And since then, nasabi na nga sa introduction, we've gone beyond Cainta. We've reached about 15
Yeah.
other cities all around the country, and we've supported hundreds of thousands of people, thankfully, through acting as a bridge for many other people who simply also want to help.
That's very
Wow.
strategic,
Mm-mm.
guys, Mission Tel and Nelson, because most of the company or most of the food and manufacturing companies, because the nature of their products have this shelf life, limited
Yes.
shelf life that at any particular time it will expire, and it will
Yes.
really incur a lot of cost for them if they will just throw it away without using it for something useful. And the way
Yeah.
you think or the way you come up with that strategy is very admirable, and it's very practical as well to both
Yes. Agree with
parties,
that.
the source, the company that has been helping you, your team, and also the recipient of those donations. Yeah, thank you so much, Kushuntel,
Wow.
for you're great, yeah.
Grabe no, grabe. Amazed lang talaga ako kasi hanggang ngayon, 'di ba? Medyo wala na yung pandemic, 'di ba? Medyo going back to normal, and One Cainta is still there. Wow. And yeah, how you manage your schedule, Miss Shawntel, about having this this act and One Cainta, and then with your personal time and with your school time. We saw something in your post, in your Facebook post, about going to what do you call this? A college in
Harvard,
abroad. Harvard ba
Harvard
yun?
University.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. So when I said no, I went to Harvard, but as in bumisita ako sa Harvard. Hindi ako nag-aral sa Harvard.
Okay.
I was there for I was in the US for United People Global, so it's an NGO, an organization focused on sustainability. So they sent me there. They sent me to the US for a week. To learn about
Oh.
how sustainability can be applied in communities from energy to agriculture. So I was there, and then since I was already there, in Maine, I went to Boston with my lola and my uncle and my aunt, and so we visited Harvard. So hindi ako nag-aral doon, but yeah, that was the story behind that post. So yeah, but in terms of
Wow.
managing my time, I
Yeah.
I maintain a to-do list on a very basic level. So my to-do list encompasses several days, actually every day. And what I just map out would be what I need to do by the hours. So for my meeting at 2 p.m. and then my meeting at 3 p.m., I have those all listed down. And then in between those or after those, I also have listed down the deliverables or the reports that I have to create by the end of the day, just so that I don't miss out on anything. Pag wala siya
Yeah.
sa to-do list ko, wala na talaga siya sa buhay ko. Kasi minsan marami na talaga. So it has to be there. As simple as
Yeah.
printing something out, I have to have it there just to make sure. So that's one way by which I remind myself of what needs to be done at the present moment, at least within the day. In terms of prioritizing, I usually have strategic meetings with all of the different teams that I manage just to see what our objectives are for the year as well as perhaps for the quarter. And then we'll have to see how our different plans or objectives align with that so as to ensure that we're very optimal and efficient in the way we do our work. And then we just continue to sort of trace it back or work backwards to see what needs to be done by when, who's in charge, what is needed in terms of resource and support. So I can also see what I need to do or what I would need to check in on with my team.
Yeah.
And then lahat
Mhm.
yun nakabalik ulit sa to-do list. So I can monitor naman myself and make sure that the tasks I need to do on a daily basis, I get to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Follow-up question. Do you accept, like, for example, if you are invited to a particular company or a particular school
as
to
guest speaker.
speak as a guest speaker for this sustainability act of yours? Are you available
Yes,
for that?
yes, yes, I do. We do speaking engagements a lot. So I've had my fair share of keynotes every now and then. So I do love being able to speak about what we do, as well as certain perspectives or concepts that I feel I have the ability to talk about. At the same time, one of our organizations, so Sustainable PH or the Society of Sustainability Practitioners, we host other sustainability professionals and practitioners who are also experts in their field. So whenever anyone would message the organization asking for a speaker, we also offer some of our practitioners to serve so that they also get visibility, and at the same time,
Yeah.
the organizations or schools or
Yeah.
individuals asking for support will get the best person for the job.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Very well said. Grabe. No? So, do you have any plans for the future? Like, can you share either a little bit of information? What is the future of One Cainta for the incoming years? Yes.
For the incoming year, we hope to maintain our partner, our corporate partners, of course. We hope to maintain strategic ties with them so that our ability to provide food for our communities remains. At the same time, of course, we hope to grow and increase the number of partners we have. So over the months, over the years, we get to meet new corporations and organizations, and we get to work with them. So of course, URC has always been a primary partner. Recently, Select has also been like a very solid partner. We've been providing ice cream as well, which is really, really top-notch flavors. No, so we hope to be able to meet more organizations and corporations and have them serve as partners so that we can also provide even more food to communities. Beyond the supply side of the organization, we also hope to be able to reach more communities across the country. So over the past 2 or 3 calendar years that we've been operating, we were able to move beyond Cainta and into 15 other cities, including Eastern Samar actually. And we hope
Wow.
to be able to reach other cities through coordinating with local leaders and change makers in those areas, maybe replicating our model there or finding ways by which what we receive here, we get to provide for them at the pace that we are able to do here as well. So hopefully we'll have little like One Cainta hubs here or beyond Cainta hubs here and there popping up just so that even the communities we can't reach physically here because of distance or logistics will also be able to have support when it comes to their basic goods and necessities or services.
Galing, no? Galing yung plano, no? Na strategic planning for the for the years to come. Wow, amazing.
Actually, Miss Shuntel, the way you do things, you are really capable to manage the whole corporation of a company, of any company.
Grabe. Hindi
Because
siya boss.
Sana nga
Leader
po.
type siya. Leader type siya, hindi siya boss type. Wow.
oh,
Wow.
you can be a CEO, you can be a COO, because the way you see things, the way you manage everything, put things in together, and the reasons and the considerations you put together are very strategic and very practical, and
Visionary
But
also
siya.
a
Oo,
long
visionary.
term way of thinking. Mission Tell, I have a question, no, because One Cainta Food Program has primarily a major factor that led you to have an award as one of the Forbes Under 30 for social impact. So can you share, Mission Tell, about this, your experience about on the can you share about your recent experience of being officially part of the 2022 awardee of Forbes Under 30 for social impact?
Yeah, what's the feeling? Yeah, can you explain to us or something like that? Yeah.
so actually, it was surprising. I remember telling my mom actually about Forbes 30 under 30 way back in March or Feb. And it was a random blurt. I just I just said it out loud. I was like, you know what? Maybe one of these like years I'd want to be able to be a part of that because it's been a thing since high school, though. I think
Oh,
Kylie Jenner was awarded one before, so I was like, parang okay to ha. And then, but then I said, maybe in the next couple of years, when our organizations are bigger, more structured, and maybe when our impact would merit the kind of recognition and award that the Forbes 30 under 30 name entails. And then a week after that, I received an email from the director, the editor, pala, sorry, of Forbes, saying that I was shortlisted for the list. And I was like, what? This is, I
Wow.
really swear that I don't know how it came about actually. No one ever messaged me. No organization got in touch with me when with regard to any nomination made in my name. So I actually don't know how I got nominated because you're supposed to get nominated for it. I just found out that I was shortlisted. They asked me to answer a form asking for more
Oh.
information regarding the work that I do, as well as I guess my me
yeah.
as a person. And then I was told that eventually I'll find out if I made it or not come May. So that was pretty much the process for me. I still don't know who did it, but kung nanonood man yung taong yun, thank you. I guess thank
Yung
you
nag-nominate,
for
ano?
doing so.
Oo.
Oh, kung nanonood man
Yeah.
siya, if you're watching, thank you. But I found out last week. Last week, yes, I found out last week, Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, or actually Thursday, pala. I was already in the Netherlands then, so it was a very surprising, surreal moment. So I woke up at around 2 a.m. Because of, I guess, jet lag. So I woke up at 2
Yeah.
a.m. I opened my phone, and then I saw the notification already saying that I was part of the list. And so, of course, I called my
Wow.
parents up, and I wasn't able to sleep anymore after that. But it was a really, really surprising and surreal experience, finding out and
Yeah.
knowing that I have been selected in this year's Forbes 30 Under 30 list.
Wow.
Wow, amazing, no? I have a medyo kind of personal question. How was, because in order for us to understand the quality of a person that Shawntel has, how is Shawntel when she was a kid? Because we have to identify, okay, this kind of person, it will be an amazing person when she got one. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think I was the nicest kid in the world, so I don't think anyone would really expect me to enter this path. No, I think generally I was always I guess competitive in a way. I did become an athlete for about 10 years of my life. So my brothers do
Wow.
basketball, I do
Yeah.
badminton. So that was just me growing up. But I think what was inculcated in all of us siblings was the value of excellence in everything that we do. That whatever it is you choose to do, whether it's sports or your studies, which of course is mandatory, or any other field that you get yourself into, you have to learn how to really excel in it, just so that you don't just play to play. No, you play to for something greater than you. And I guess that's something that was present even as we were kids, no, learning to compete within the realm of sport. And so, yeah, I guess that just sort of got transferred over time
Wow, that's
into the work
you.
we do now. Yes, that was me, I think, in third year college at Ayan, or fourth year
Ateneo.
college.
Wow.
Ateneo, yes.
Galing, no? Competitive talaga.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think she got able to apply that kind of discipline coming from
Mm-mm.
the sports and even the other areas of her life na na-apply ni Shawntel yung lahat ng mga discipline, being trained as an competitive and disciplined athlete and also achiever athlete, no? Coming from Ateneo de Manila University. Yun. Do you have any
Yes.
questions, brother? I think
Meron. Meron, syempre. Hinihintay ko lang yung cue ko eh. So, what life lessons can you share to our viewers? Valuable life lessons that, yeah, that you have like experienced before and until now. Yeah.
I would always say my motto in life has always been tiwala lang, which means to
tiwala
just
lang.
trust. And I guess it somehow stems from my general optimism as a person. I do like to think that things are possible. So when I was starting off in badminton, I started off pretty late. I was about 13 years old. So while a lot of my eventual colleagues, and competitors were already winning international tournaments, I was learning how to hold the racket. But I still believe that it was possible to get to where they were or to get into a particular level, had I continue should I continue to train and work. And I guess this has been me growing up and up until now, no, very optimistic that things can work out. But at the same time, I keep this as a motto for two other reasons. And the second reason is because I think that over time, you see that not everything in life is beautiful and rosy, and not everything turns out the way you want them to, whether it be on a personal note or for the country or the world that you live in
Yeah.
today. Not everything turns out to be a happy ending. so to speak. But at the same time, I think that we can still choose to hope and to trust. Trust has always been founded on hope because at the end of the day, we can always choose to do something about where we're at and what we have. And so long as we do act, there can be and there is hope. Hence, tiwala lang. No, even if you're down, even if things just, even if it's just one L, one loss after another, tiwala lang na things can turn around. Not because they always have, or not because they inevitably will, but because you can choose to do something about it. So that's reason number two for my motto. And reason number three, I think, is because at the end of the day, sometimes you just have to let things flow and happen. Take its course. If you told me maybe before the pandemic hit, no, I was in corporate and all that, that I would eventually win the Diana Award and then I would get into Forbes 30 under 30 and I'd find out while I was in the Netherlands prepping up for a sustainability gala at the Peace Palace, I'd be like, wow,
Yeah.
no, ganun, amazing, ganun, no. But but sometimes you just have to trust that even if you don't know how things will turn out, or how things could even get right or fit together, they will, because what's meant for you will always find you and will not miss you. And I think there's so much hope that can be derived from just believing in that and just going with whatever flows. So you work hard for what you want and then you let go and trust that whatever turns out, whatever happens is what's supposed to happen, and that in the end the dots will connect and you'll see that there was reason for your entire story. And so yeah, tiwala lang. Whatever happens, tiwala lang. Just
Wow.
go with it.
Wow.
And I think
So
that's one life lesson that I hope many more people can draw inspiration, hope, and trust from.
so inspiring,
And
very optimistic. Wow.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
I love I love what you have shared, Mission Tell, no? What really so amazing, really, those Diana Award happens during the pandemic. Di ba? This Forbes Under 30 also
And then Dalai
comes
Lama.
into place
Yeah.
Yeah.
during pandemic. So it means to say, even in difficult times, really things, there's always something great could happen. 'Di ba? There's always this silver lining in
Yes,
everything
Silver.
that been happening around. No? Though it didn't happen when things are comfortable or safe, but it comes into existence when during the pandemic. And I love what you have shared because there's a hope, tiwala lang, faith, and trust that if mawala man lahat or things could be something very problematic or challenging, just always keep that kind of hope and trust and faith.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you.
in behalf of I Speak Talk Show, Marlon and I, we are so proud of you because you're representing the Philippines. Yes. Wow. Diba? Diba, bro? You're
Yes,
representing the Philippines,
and
no?
recently, brother,
Mm.
also Mission Tel has been in Netherlands to be part of this NADS Global Impact Awards, which is
Wow.
hosted at the
Iba pa yan
Peace
sa Forbes,
Palace
ha?
in The Hague, Netherlands.
That is
And this
on top of
gala
Forbes. Wow.
recognizes this is on top of, is this connected with the Forbes Under 30 or this is
No, no,
another
this is
event?
another thing, yeah.
Another thing.
Nagkasabay
Wow!
lang.
Galing. Amazing, no? Wow, Nudge Global Impact Awards.
I
I
think
thought you're
they
I thought you're going
recognizes
to the Netherlands because of the Forbes.
No, no,
Wow.
no. It's different.
I think they
Amazing.
recognizes and celebrates emerging sustainability leaders worldwide now, and you've been really actively doing that kind of platform. And Mission Tel, can you share about this NADS Global Impact Awards
Yeah,
being
it
hosted
never
in
televised in the
Peace Palace in
newspapers.
The Hague,
Yeah, in the
Netherlands?
news locally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so every year, Nudge as an organization brings together sustainability leaders all around the world to initially undergo a program as well. So we had to do some work with regard to sustainability, and then convene and be celebrated and recognized at the Peace Palace in The Hague in the Netherlands. So about two-thirds of the leaders are nominated by corporate, so they usually work within the corporate sector, and then one-third is celebrated or recognized because of the work they do as individuals or leaders in their own right. So I'm part of that one-third of what we call like the wild card candidate. So I was selected last year, 2021, and then the awards happened this 2022 at the Peace Palace. I was able to meet a lot of different leaders from all around the world. I was been blessed. I've
Wow.
been privileged to be able to speak with prime ministers and all of that during the
Wow.
award ceremony. So I was
Wow.
very yeah, I was like very happy and excited about that, to have a seat at the table and to be discussing with these leaders, about governance, social welfare, social impact. So it was less small talk and actually more insight sharing. So I really, really, really love that about that night. Apart from the fact that it happened in the castle, which I absolutely adored. But yeah, that was a
Yeah.
beautiful evening, and I'm thankful I was given the opportunity to be a part of it.
The Hague, bro. The Hague. Hague, bro.
Yeah.
Netherlands,
Yeah.
bro. Yes.
And then,
And
okay,
yeah,
go
go
ahead,
ahead,
brother.
bro. What? Nagkahiyaan pa, no? I think you deserve a presidential award here in Philippines because you're representing Philippines, the whole world. So yeah, I think there's an equivalent award from the Philippine president like that. So yeah, maybe soon. Yeah.
Maybe tiwala lang, who knows?
Tiwala
But
lang,
honestly,
tiwala lang.
honestly,
Tiwala lang.
Yeah,
I was when I got the awards, whether it was at the Peace Palace or the Forbes honoree, I really realized how, to me, all of these accolades are bonuses at this point.
yeah,
So I'm very thankful that I was recognized and the work that we do is celebrated, because they also help boost, our ability to do more work. But at the same time, I think being outside, being distributing the goods that we distribute, being with people, being with the kids, being with the elderly, I realized that being able to continue the work we do, being able to do what we're able to do, that's the real prize. That's the real award. Because I
Yes.
understand that not everyone is given that opportunity. And I remember all the times I wanted to do something, but I wasn't able to. And just being given the opportunity to do that now every day, that's that's the real, yeah, that's the real prize. That's the real blessing. Everything else that comes from it, the recognition, the news articles, the trophies or whatnot, they're bonuses, and I'm
yeah.
thankful for them. But um, for me, at the end of the day, so long as we get to make people happy, so long as we get to give them what they need and what they want, or we get to support them into getting that, then I'm good. I'm happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it
curious,
comes with
no? I'm just
responsibility
yeah.
to continue the 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 kind of service you've been doing, no. And she mentioned as earlier part of our interview that it takes a village of people to be where she is right now, and to able to receive those kind of awards. I think behind of those is a lot, there's a lot of people has been significantly part of it. Yeah. And Mission Tel can also be someone could really thank them personally, di ba? Kasi, di ba, if they are not given this recognition, but Mission Tel as someone could represent them to the whole world, and it takes a responsibility to be have this consistency to do the thing, the service to the society.
yeah. Amazing. So I'm just curious, Miss Chantel. Um you can answer this question or not. Yeah, depending on you. I was curious about, there are a lot of awards, and then is there any monetary value that they will give it to you, like for example to help your charitable works? Yeah.
I wish, I wish. Sometimes they do. It depends on the fellowship, depends on the organization. The Global Changemakers Association, which is one of the very first, if not the first fellowship I really joined, as a person fresh out of college wanting to do something in the world. they give out grants. So I received a couple of monetary amounts from them to do projects. No, they also helped us
Wow.
when the pandemic hit. So there are organizations that do that for the Diana Award. Not necessarily, but it comes with so many non-monetary benefits. So the visibility, the credibility, the network, it's incredible. And I would expect the same from Forbes, I would suppose, because it's Forbes. The network is incredible. And I think what I'm
Yeah.
excited about is the fact that I do believe there is an upcoming Forbes 30 Under 30 Summit. They host it every year. And as an owner, you were able to join in and be a part of that. And if you've noticed in the Forbes listing, I have a specific category, which is social impact. But there are
Yeah.
many more categories from sports, entertainment to venture
Yeah.
capital, entrepreneurship. And I'm very excited to meet amazing leaders from those fields because who knows what we can do together when we collaborate. So those kinds of things, the non-monetary benefits that these awards come with, I'm very, very thankful and excited for them. Of course, wish ko sana magbigay din sila, no, para may mabalik kami sa
Yeah.
community, no.
Yeah,
Ibabalik
para
din naman
Yes.
makatulong
namin
pa.
yon. Pero,
Mm.
pero wala eh. So, ganun na lang. We'll just make use of what we have, no, and what we have access to, as usual.
Wow. The following question will be a sensitive one. You can feel free to say pass on this question. Now, my question is, you're an amazing person, and then you have a unparalleled act for service. Now, if you decide to settle down, what is the future of One Cainta?
I think it'll continue. I mean, I don't see settling down and having a family as a barrier to being
Mhm.
able to
Yeah.
help others. If anything, I think it should be able to augment it because for me, Kainta has always been our home. And Kainteños have been and are part of our family. And that's why we take care of each other because we're family.
Wow.
And I think settling down and having a family of my own will simply augment my desire to take care of the family we have here in our town, as well as perhaps even in our region, no? Rizaleños and all across the country, no? Filipinos. And at the same time, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't see perhaps routines can change, but at the same time, if men can do it, women can obviously do the same, perhaps even better.
Yes, I agree with that.
So I don't think it's gonna be much of a barrier. If not, it's gonna be a boost to what we do here.
Wow. And another question, ah. Daming question, ano? Siyempre naman. Have any of the officials or any government agencies contacted you about this? Local government officials.
um, Government officials, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. We usually work with community leaders or
Mhm.
the actual people in the communities when we go beyond Kainta. So no, not necessarily. Yeah.
Oh, so the government's not reaching out to you yet, right? Oh,
Who
or
knows?
okay. Tiwala lang.
Yeah.
And Mission Tell, how can they help you, and
Oh
particularly
yes.
on the
Oh.
One Kind of Food Program and all those projects that you've been actively been doing?
So yes, if you want to support our program, if for instance you are part of a corporation or you have a restaurant and you want to be able to donate items to our program, you can message me on Instagram or on Facebook. So it's at Shawntel Nieto for both, and I check my messages every day. I have to, so I will respond and we can coordinate and see how we can work together. We also accept monetary donations and we pool them into a general donor fund so that we can provide for grocery kits or other necessities for the people. Rest assured that everything you do or everything you provide us with would be given to the communities and everything is well documented. We send you reports and documents as you would want them. So whether it's pictures or videos or actual reports, just let us know and we'll provide that for you. Beyond that, if you know other people naman who might be able to donate, definitely let them know. Give out my name, give out our organization's name, spread the word so that maybe someone out there who is looking for a way to help, or some organization out there who's looking for their next big project, could be able to reach us, contact us, and collaborate with us. I think that would be one of the main and primary ways by which you can help.
So it's the same thing as like we want some of the people want to be a volunteer. It's the
Yes,
same
yes,
email address. Okay. Yeah.
yes. Same email address. Yes.
Wow.
And kindly promote all those platforms that you've been actively been part of, Missiontel.
Okay, so yes, so we have of course our One Cainta Food Program, which we spoke about over the past hour, and then beyond that, if you're looking into sustainability, I also run Sustainable PH. So it's a registered NGO focused on creating the next generation or the current generation of sustainability leaders. Our affiliate organization, of course, the Society of Sustainability Practitioners, which is the country's first association of sustainability professionals nationwide. We also do projects. So if you want to do something in relation to sustainability and are looking for an organization to help you do that, you can contact us so that we can help you out and do some consultations or work for you. Beyond that, if you are keen on learning more about sustainable development in the Philippines, please do have a look and listen at our podcast called Sustainarumble, where we talk about sustainable development in the Philippines every Monday. So we do different topics from urban development to urban mobility to like culture and heritage. So if you're interested in that, do have a listen. It's hosted by myself as well as my co-hosts CK, Jonas, and Fritzy.
Wow, meron na silang podcast na program. Wow, amazing. Oh, easy to reach na talaga. Easy to reach. Yes. Wow.
I think the last thing that we're going to ask Missiontel is, what is
Mm.
your universal lesson in life?
Mm. Ako, nasagot ko ata yung tiwala lang kanina. Usually, yun yung universal lesson ko in life, no? But I think at the same time, one thing that I hope we can all practice in life in is empathy and
Empathy.
compassion, no? I hope that although we can't all set the whole world on fire, no, I don't think any one person can. We can always illuminate the parts of it that we can touch. But at the same time, that entails us understanding what change might look like, no? What that change we want to bring about is. And
Yeah.
we'll need a whole lot of empathy, listening, and compassion to do that. I personally believe that every person is good and would want to do good. We can't care about every little thing in the world. We can't force people to care about every little thing in the world, but we can support each other in cultivating the care we have for the issues that we feel strongly about. And I think that by going out of ourselves, caring for other people, listening to their problems, listening to what they have to say or how they experience the world, we'll be able to know more about how we can solve issues, solve problems, and create the kind of good change that we can and that we must. And in that way, we get to, if I go circle back to what I said, illuminate the parts of the world that we
Illuminate.
can touch. And if we all, and actually you'll find that if you keep doing that, your sphere of influence grows and grows, and you get to actually light up more of the world without you even knowing it. But at the same time, what's even more hopeful is that while I do my share, while you guys do your share, then all of these little spots start to light up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
before you know it, this whole movement actually does set the whole world on fire. So I think it starts with us. It starts with understanding what we want, what kind of change we want to see in the world. And then it starts with us going beyond ourselves to see how we can make that happen with the people around us. And then just building up from there until we actually get to do what we said or what we thought we couldn't, but we actually always hoped we could. I think that's one thing I'd like to share.
Wow.
Wow. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much, Miss Shawntel, sa mga insights, for your insights and all of your shared experiences in the show. So, yeah, thank you very much. And thank you very much to sa'yo din sa'yo, bro Marlon. Yes. And yeah, it's an amazing experience na to talk with you again, Miss Shawntel, about your experiences. An amazing person like, representing the Philippines, repping the Philippines. Wow, amazing.
And also what she shared is all about is really being a light to this world.
Yeah,
Let your light shine, and as we individually, each of us have shining our lights, it can really create a bigger
an
light,
impact.
an
Yeah,
impact to the society, and really going beyond of ourselves, really doing something for others, doing something for every person out there, and having this kind of discipline that you cannot really cover all the concerns of the world, but you can really have, you can choose where to focus your resources, your priorities, and everything that you have. Yeah, thank you so much, Mission Tel, for your wonderful time. It's an
yes,
honor
thank you,
to
thank you.
have you
This for
in
the
this show.
We are honored na nag-guest kami na ka namin ulit, and amazing, you're an amazing person, and we are proud of you in behalf of I Speak Talk Show with Miss
Yeah.
CJ and Marlon. We are proud of you. So yeah, wala
And
na
Mission
pong
Tel,
yeah, yeah,
just be free to message us anytime if you
yeah.
need some donations.
Oo.
Uh, just let us know. We will willing to extend help, and to kasi given you're so generous of your time, you're
Very
so
generous,
generous
yes.
of your
Mm.
stories, your wisdom and everything that you have shared to us. It's so priceless to have all of those. And the way we could say thank you sa'yo, let us know, ha? We are just one message away.
Yes, of course. So maraming salamat po. Woo! Amazing. Thank you po ulit sa pag-guest sa amin, and congratulations sa lahat ng awards sa Nudge. Sa Nudge ba 'yun? Nudge ba 'yun?
Yes,
Nudge,
nudge, nudge.
sa Forbes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Nakalimutan ko yung kwan eh. So sa Nudge and sa Forbes, wow, amazing. Amazing. Magkakasunod talaga, no? Amazing. Wow.
Nagkasabay-sabay. When it rains daw, it pours eh. So, laki
Yeah.
naman yung pasasalamat ko for it. Yes.
Amazing. Ang connections mo, grabe yung mga connections mo niyan, mga world leaders. Amazing, no?
And all those
Wow.
blessings that happened to Mission Tel happened during this difficult time of
Yeah.
pandemic. So if you're watching with us right now, no, if you're experiencing things that are so hard to handle, difficult times of your moment, or even so challenging moment, no, there's always something great to arise from that experience, and we can learn that from our guest, Mission Tel
Yeah.
Nieto.
Wow, amazing person. Yan. So, Miss Shawntel, wala na po tayong fast talk ngayon kasi naka-fast talk ka na last time eh. So, so mag-outro na lang po kami ngayon. Ayun. Okay, this has been Nelson Makawili, ang cutie pie hunter na nakakawili ng nagsasabing, be your best self, speak your mind, have a good night, stay happy and stay healthy, kilig responsibly.
And this is Marlon Sumabat, and you only live once. Just give your all and live to the fullest. Find your purpose and do action for your life. It is once again I Speak Talk Show signing off. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you, Miss Shawntel, for your
Maraming
wonderful
salamat,
time.
Miss Shawntel. Maraming salamat. And see you next episode, guys, with Dr. Dizon. Yan. Okay, all right. Paalam po.
Paalam. God bless.
Heavenly God, thank you very much for this day and opportunity. We are able to express ourselves as well as our guest. Thank you for the gift of life, talents, family, friends, as well as obstacles, struggles, because you made us stronger each day. Please continue to guide and enlighten us through each day. We glorify you always, God. Amen.
Always connected shouldn't mean always at risk. By now, you've heard of identity theft and the importance of protecting your most valuable assets, yourself and your family. At ID Seal, we know a thing or two about cybersecurity. We combine that knowledge with industry-leading technology. Our thorough surveillance eye goes to the depths of the dark web and sees everything from social security numbers and medical IDs to social media accounts and more. Armed with decades of cybersecurity experience and state-of-the-art technology and tools, ID Seal goes to great lengths to monitor every possible entry point that could compromise your data for you and your entire family. ID Seal provides comprehensive protection for your identity. Protection starts the moment you register with ID Seal. We'll send you alerts and score trackers, and you'll have access to credit reports and scores. Looking to pay off a loan faster? The ID Seal Credit Score Simulator can show you how things may impact your credit score. And if you have children in the household, we will do more to keep them protected with Digital Spy for Children, Child Social Security Tracker, and social media monitoring. Tools and features to keep you aware of threats of cyberbullying, profanity, overly explicit content, and more. With ID Seal, you get 24/7 lost wallet protection. You will have access to a team of specialists that will help you replace the contents of your wallet if it is lost or stolen. And we will work with you to cancel or reissue all documents that were lost. And for extra protection and peace of mind, your ID Seal membership includes identity fraud expense reimbursement insurance coverage of up to $1 million with a $0 deductible. Don't sign up for an ID theft protection service and then wonder if you're really being protected. Put your worry to rest with ID Seal's unparalleled protection that seals off your sensitive data from identity thieves. Our vision is a world where we can all log in, shop securely, check out, and log out, sealed off to the fullest extent possible from the elements out there that intend to do us harm. Give them nothing to steal with ID Seal.